So welcome again, and we are going to talk about one new pattern, that is slow and fast pointer pattern. So this is another core pattern just like sliding window, and it is used for different case of problems. So let me understand first like what is the slow and fast pointer. So in this kind of scenario or cases, we are going to use two pointers, okay, and these two pointers are moving over the data at a different speed. So maybe your pointer 1 is moving at x speed, but pointer 2 might be moving at 3x speed or 2x speed, okay. So and these are going to move on the same data structure. It may be array, it may be linked list, anything, okay. So where this kind of pattern is going to be used is very important, just understand that. So if there is any loop, so why the intuition came from, suppose there are two players or two runners, they are running in the ground which has a circular peripheral. So one is moving at x speed, one person, and second person is moving at 2x speed. So while moving that 2x speed person is going to catch the person 1 with x speed at some point of time and somewhere in the circle. If this is happening, we can say that this particular ground is a circle, okay. So normally this kind of pattern is going to be used to detect any cycle, loop, or structure repetition, okay. And the fast pointer will eventually catch the slow pointer, that is, we know that. Just like one guy is walking and one guy is running in the circle track, they are going to catch. So the guy who is running with the 2x speed is going to catch the first guy, right? So let me write this, where what is the use case for this. So one is the cycle detection, okay. Second case is but cycle detection case also is having different kind of cycle detection. Like in case of linked list, this is required. By linked list, what happened, we are having multiple data and maybe this data is pointing to the again first one. So this kind of cycle detection, or duplicate number in array, okay. But this is for the cycle only, cycle concept, remember that. Finding middle, in array or linked list. There are most of the use cases with the linked list. If you see the problems now, so you'll observe that. And once the cycle found, then there are multiple variation, okay. Find out the cycle starting point, or when the second guy, the guy who is running fast is going to catch that the first guy, okay. Then palindrome in the linked list, okay. So these are the very classic classic categories of the problem where we are going to use this particular concept, okay. So let me show you some structure. So like suppose I'm going to use linked list. So linked list is nothing but there are nodes, okay. In linked list we are having multiple nodes. So each node, these are the nodes, each node is having two parts. One is what is the value in that part, second is the address of the next node, okay. Right. So one is the value, one is the address. So address is pointing to this, whatever address, okay, to this in the same way. So if you see the class structure, so it will be something like, okay, one class will be there, and a class, suppose I'm giving name list node, and in this I'm having two properties. One is the value, okay, and another one is the reference to the next node, okay. So that is type will always be the same because that is also a node, okay. List node, that is next, okay. So whenever you're going to form a node, you require only value. So there is a constructor that you are going to use. I'm going to write this class because we are not going to create this class each and every problem. So just I to make to understand. See, in background this class is there. Okay, int value, and this is going to initialize the value. So this dot val equal to value, and this dot next equal to null, because for the first node there is no there is no second node, so there is no address for the first node. Okay, after that this is done. So this is the basic structure of the one node class or one node in a linked list. Okay, so remember that. So okay, so so this is the basic thing about this. So I don't think much more concept in that. So when we'll solve the problem, it's a very interesting problem when we're going to solve, so we'll enjoy that problems. Okay, so that is all about the slow and fast pointer. So let's do some problem on this in the next session. Okay, in the next lecture we are going to solve some easy problem, then we'll start moving to the medium and hard level problems. Okay, let's see you in the next one.